I'm getting a little ahead of myself with installing the radiator. Basically, it's where it needs to be, but I've realized that I need to get a alternator belt to fit and reinstall the alternator, make sure the alternator wiring is good, and also the power steering lines, the pressure line out of the pump, that needs to be fed down there, and it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze by the radiator. So all that needs to be done before I mount up the radiator permanently. And but I will be checking, make sure the the radiator hoses and everything in that area is going to be okay. So that's where I'm at right now. So, and another thing, it's going to be hard to use an AC delete bearing as the frame, I mean the subframe, where the engine sits. I had to modify the area of the mounting bracket for where the AC and the tensioner goes, back in one of my other episodes. So what I'm going to have to do is custom make an idler pulley which would substitute where the AC would have gone, just so we can get a correct tension on the belt. So one step at a time, we'll see how it all goes. So hey, it's all work in progress, so we'll see how it goes. Cheers. Okay, I have an idler pulley which I've ordered, and we're going to use this for the AC delete on this side, so we can make the belt work. So to make this belt system work, we're going to need to, where the AC used to be, it was part of the belt routing, so you could tension the belt with the tensioner. Now, because the front cross member is in the way, this tensioner is going to have to be mounted in like this position here, so the belt can come down and be adjusted on the tension and make the whole pulley system work. And that's with the alternator up top, of course. So, got a piece of steel here which is going to bolt using two of the original AC bolts. It's going to go back there, and then I'm going to mount an adjuster bolt which runs the idler pulley for the AC delete. Here it is, finished product. AC delete. pretty good, everything's in line. So bolt the alternator on and try and find a belt for it and see if it tensions up okay. Working on the power steering pressure line, and just made this pulley for the belt adjustment, and it's going to be pretty close. I'm modifying it to fit around the power steering hose. Finished product, at least this end of the power steering line pressure line. I had to modify the bracket I just made to adjust the fan belt so it tucks in just between the original alternator bracket and the pulley bracket I just made. So I'm quite happy with the way it came out. Okay, measuring up for my belt to try and get it right. I'm going to run this cable around the pulleys and then measure it and see what length I have to try and get a suitable belt. Okay, cut a belt to about the size that I need, and I'm just going to adjust it at the ends until I get the right distance. Okay, put the belt on, well, a temporary belt, and I reinforced the pulley bracket so it's not bending anymore. So it's now just wait for the new belt to arrive.
Okay, working on the power steering line. I cut this end off and went and matched the threads. I found this item which will screw into the box. This one is a connector to a connector and then to an AN6 fitting. And then this end will be modified from the Camaro hose to take another one of these AN fittings, which will probably cut the hose here and join, and then I'll have a length of hose in the middle which will go from this one over to the Camaro. So once I get to that point, I'll measure it out. So there it is, all the fittings needed to step down to put rubber pressure line all the way around to the power steering pump. So we're going to need roughly 3 feet of power steering line where it's going to be joined together.